What's up, guys? So, Trisha's had a couple of broken windows since I got it, and I've been trying to get the glass guy to come down. He's super busy. He's the only guy around that does it. And so he stopped by today while I was on my way back from work and left his car to give him a call. And he came by and popped the glass out and took it off to cut some new ones. So I got up there and cleaned the frames off a little bit. I mean, I wish that I could hit it with some paint, but you know, this old girl needs a whole paint job anyways. So likely I'm not gonna do any touch up on the paint. I am gonna put the fender on, you know, because this one's broke and flop it around looks like crap. So I'm gonna replace this fender. I got one that's fixed up. I'm gonna stick it on there, and I'm gonna paint this fender and that fender. Just renew the red that's on there and maybe touch up the stripe a little. This thing's got rock chips all over it. It is just not a good looking paint. So we're gonna go ahead and get it painted. I'm not gonna do it myself. I don't have a shop that I can get it in. I do want to paint crystal, but for Trisha, I think I'll just run it through a paint shop. You know, they can pull off the aluminum, strip it down. They can pop the windows back out even, and paint the frame. Did you know that that whole front, this and the roof cap are all one piece and fiberglass? And I'll be betting you that nobody makes those. So we got to be super careful with it. I'm a little under the weather this week. I shouldn't even be out here. I was going to come home and just take a nap, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to put some new glass on the old girl here. I'm going to order some new headlight buckets, some bezels, and some LED lights to put on the front. Change out the side marker lights with LEDs. And this week we'll be doing some work in the back. We'll be putting in the other 4 bags and all new suspension bushings. We're going to pop the 5th wheel off. I'm going to count all the fasteners on the frame and take them up to Fastenal and order them. And when they come in, I'll be taking pieces off the chassis one at a time, sandblasting underneath them, put some 415 on there, and sticking it back together. I don't want any rust. I don't want any problems with the DOT if we put it on the road. And there you have it. So one thing that I wanted you to notice, I don't hear any roosters at all. No turkeys, no roosters. I haven't been home in a while, so I'm not really sure what Chuck's done with his birds. But we'll have to be asking about it. It's kind of quiet out here without him. So since I'm not the guy putting the glass in, I'm not going to video him putting it in unless he says okay, which I don't think he will. I'm going to try and talk him into at least a time lapse, but anyhow, we'll keep you updated. Hey, did you know that the whole windshield frame on K100 is fiberglass? I would have never bet that. Anyhow, here it is with the glass off, trying to get it cleaned up. He should be back in a little bit. I'll try and do a little more. So I'm about to wash Trisha, and then once I get the cab clean, I'm going to get my microphone out, switch gears, start doing a little maintenance. I'm going to put you on a time lapse so you don't have to watch every painful detail of me washing it. So here we go. Thanks for coming by. By the way, check this out. I'd like to thank David Williams and Matthew Johnson for subscribing yesterday. They mentioned in the comments that they subscribed during the Crystal update video, and just wanted to have a shout out for them. I'm going to try and get a shout out to all 600 people who are currently subscribers. I started testing some stuff yesterday. I can get one name out every about 1.5 seconds. So if you do the math on that, it's going to be like 15 minutes of straight saying names. So I'm going to try and figure out how to do that. I may do it in writing, I may do it on a whiteboard, I may do it just out in public. We'll see how it goes. But watch this time lapse of me giving her a bath, and thanks for stopping by. Hey, what's up, guys? Seems like 2 hours later, I'm done watching. That's crazy. Let's give you a little show. Okay. All right. So there it is with a couple years worth of paint fade washed off. Couple years worth of faded wheels washed off. And you see with these Alcoas, these 24.5s, you see how it pools up water in the bottom, and that's what makes them look like shit, because sorry, I'm a little dehydrated. That water puddles in there, and then of course corrodes the wheels. So whenever you leave it sit after it's rained, there's the new glass. Got the fresh bird poop off of it. So she's got new windows. It'd be like driving a brand new truck, I think. Washed the bumpers, still a little bent. I'm gonna try and straighten that out. Got new steer tires. I don't know if I posted that little video, but you know, you see a little clear coat paint and paint peeling up there at the top. The roof's not in great shape, so I'm gonna take it to a body shop and have them get up there and sand that roof all off and re-gel coat it a red that kind of matches. And I still got to swap out that tank. These wheels, I may do another pass on these. They're not as nice as the other ones. There's a little corrosion still in there that didn't wash out, but I'm waiting on my polishing stuff. I'm gonna polish those wheels anyways, swap that tank. I'm gonna get the pressure washer out in a little bit and pressure wash what I can get to in here and raise the cab on both of these. Trisha's gonna get an oil change, filter change, and service. And you getting some water, baby? And maybe swap that transmission out this week. Again, take that fifth wheel off, clean the frame up, touch up the paint, replace those front 4 airbags and the suspension bushings. Move these lights down just a fuzz because I don't like them sticking up. Weld these holes up and re-drill them because the guy who burned them through with a torch just half-assed them. Replace the brake chambers. A couple more brake hoses. I got a pogo stick and some new lines. I'm gonna move the air intake over. I bought some new clamps for that. The only bad thing is they're stainless, and so I don't know if that's gonna look good. I'll touch up that paint on that bracket, and the crossbars, I'll get those painted too and touch up the paint on the frame. Won't be a showroom job, but it'll be a good looking frame for the road. Take the tank straps off. These are some, a couple $100 stainless ones, that typical Chinese stainless, rusting out. What do you think, guys? All right, that's it for right now. I'm sweating to death. I'm going to put the camera up, sit down for a little bit, drink some water, and decide what I'm gonna do from here. I do need to take the wheels off, do the airbags. I got to jack up that front axle. I got a couple of inner lug nuts that need to be replaced and some outers. I'll do that while I have them off. Get rid of the deck boards and crap on there and make it look nice. I'm gonna change this fender. I got a couple of new ones, so I'm gonna change this fender. Try and find a color that kind of matches, and I'll paint it, put it on. New headlights and buckets. So I guess what we'll do is we'll get that bracketry off and get that brace cleaned up, and we'll paint on there. We'll get the air intake off and move it over to the side and size it up, make sure it's all going to work. And if it is, then we'll clean that up, sand it down, a little paint on it, and stick it on there. And when that part will be done, we can take those braces down and clean those up and paint them, put that back up. Clean up the base for the pogo stick, put on some new lines in the pogo stick, get those deck plates off, and that'll have me one step closer. I'm about 80% better. I don't know if I told you on the last video, but I had strep throat, and kind of just on the downside of getting over that. So try and get that done, and then maybe tomorrow I'll knock the fifth wheel plate off and get these tires off and get these bags changed on this side, change the bushings while I got it out. Got to take this tire off too and change an inner lug nut, so we'll get those both out. I got some polishing stuff coming, so we get these wheels polished. We'll see what else. Other than that, it's just getting her done, so I'll put you on time lapse. You can kind of watch me tinker around with that. Hey guys, I'm back. Well, I'm gonna wrap up for the day. Pretty pooped out. I got the air intake off. We got the rust cleaned up on the bracket, treated with some Osco. Tomorrow I'll hit it with some paint. I'll clean up this. This is gonna work out. I'm gonna have to make a couple of 1-inch standoffs for these brackets, so I'll probably just make them out of aluminum spacer. I'll get the brackets put on. I'm going to take the lid off. I'm going to take this off, put the brackets on, get them mounted, and then I'll slide the tube down through the brackets and scratch all the paint up I'm going to put on this thing. I think what I'm going to do is temporarily I'll doctor this up and stick it on there, but I think what I'm going to do is get a piece of 8-inch carbon fiber tube, because I think it just looks cool and it's super light. So I may switch to carbon fiber later. This elbow is questionable and that lid's pretty rusty as far as it goes. So I may try and find a repop lid for it. But for now, this will work. Doctor it up a little, get some of this rust off of here, sand it up a little bit, doctor it up a little fresh paint, get it mounted up, get it plumbed up to the intake pipe. Matter of fact, I'm going to move that pipe into position right now. And then I've got to check and make sure the air filter's good. Who knows when was the last time that puppy was changed. Looks like that'll fit in there good. I'm going to take the slide off, give me a little bit of space. May have to do a small half moon grind in there to get the pipe in. We'll see. It looks like when I move this slide, I'll gain an extra 1/4 of an inch. Looks like it's past there right now. We'll get that properly spaced out, get that put in and assembled. I found some cracked up fuel lines. We'll get those changed. But for now, I'm going to wrap up. I know I've wrapped up a few times already today, but this time it's for real. I'm hungry and still don't feel great. So thanks for coming by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't worry about that. It's just dirt. Nobody punched me in the face. We'll see you later.